when Sophie was lost. Clara lived with her mother in a bright little apartment in Paris. From the window, rooftops and chimneys gleamed in the afternoon light. Clara had a special friend she took everywhere, her doll, Sophie. Sophie's golden hair shone, and her blue dress had tiny white buttons.
Wow!
"Let's buy bread and fruit before evening," said Mother. Clara slipped on her shiny red shoes and nodded. They stepped into lively streets filled with music and warm smells. Clara hugged Sophie and walked proudly beside her mother. At a tiny park along the way, Clara asked, "Can Sophie sit here for a moment?" "Just for a little while," said Mother. Clara ran across the grass, chasing dancing pigeons. Laughter floated in the warm air. "Time to go," Mother called gently. Clara hurried back, took Mother's hand, and they walked on. The street was busy, the baskets grew heavier, and the sky turned gold. They headed home along the same sidewalk. Inside the apartment, Clara looked down. Her hands were empty. Her heart jumped. "Mama, Sophie isn't here." "Think carefully," said Mother, calm and kind. "You probably left her where you were playing." Clara could not sit still. Quietly, she opened the door and stepped back into the city. The sidewalks felt bigger without Mother's hand, but Clara was brave. She walked the same path, step by tiny step. At the bakery, warm bread scented the air. "Mister, have you seen a little doll?" she asked. She tried the fruit stall next. The seller shook his head gently. "No doll here, little one." In the square by the fountain, children splashed and laughed. "I saw a doll earlier," one girl said, "but I don't know where it went." Back at home, Mother called for Clara, no answer. Her heart tightened.
Wow!
She hurried outside. Mother walked the same route, thinking hard. Then a clear memory. The bench in the park. Evening light turned the trees golden. On the bench, Sophie sat patiently, blue dress a little wrinkled. She lifted her eyes and saw Mother by the bench. Sophie was safe in Mother's hands. Clara ran with all her strength. "Mama! Sophie!" she cried. Joy bursting like a song. Clara pressed Sophie to her cheek. "I'll never leave you alone again," she whispered. Mother stroked her hair and spoke gently but firmly. "And you must never leave home without telling me. If you had come to me first," Mother said, "we would have found Sophie much faster, together." "See, everything is safe now," Mother said softly. Clara smiled and hugged Sophie close. That night, Sophie rested safely by Clara's side. Outside, Paris grew quiet, and promises felt strong and true.